Okay, I am now reading notes for an article that I read a few videos back. I read an article here called Japan Minister Apologizes for Modeling Inside Diet. And now I'm going to read some notes that I typed up for that lesson. If you're watching this, you're probably my student, and this will benefit you. Okay, number one, the article, my comment on the article is, what's the big deal? What's the big deal? Who cares? It's not a big deal. I don't care. I think this is an unimportant news topic, but it's in the news. But we can still learn from it. Number two, I apologize for something. I apologize for something. I apologize to somebody. I apologize to somebody for something. But you cannot say, I apologize for something to somebody. 最後はダメ. Okay? Example, I apologized to Maggie for breaking her toy. I guess I should say I apologized to Maggie for breaking her toy. I got a mistake here. A little typing mistake. I apologized to Maggie for breaking her toy. Is more natural. Okay, yato in English is the opposition party. The opposition party. To criticize somebody for something, she criticized me for my weight, or she criticized me over my weight, or she was criticized over her weight. So criticize for or criticize over, both are okay. For is more exact. Over is like about. Okay. Extravagant. Pronunciation, extravagant. Extravagant is luxurious or spending a lot of money. She threw an extravagant party. A breach is when you violate or break a rule or something official, like a legal obligation or a promise. Examples are, it was a breach of regulations, it was a breach of rules, it was a breach of confidentiality, it was a breach of trust, and it was a breach of contract. The word inappropriate means futekisetsuna, and the opposite is appropriate. Appropriate also means fitting. Be careful, because appropriate is not the same as approximate. Some people think an approximate means about, but they're not the same. You might be listening and think, confuse them. Don't mix them up. They're different, completely different words. Appropriate, fitting. Tekito, inappropriate, futekito, not fitting. Approximate is about. Obtain is get. We've talked about this, we've talked about this on my Nico Nico Toga channel. But obtain is to get somehow, maybe buy, maybe pay, maybe steal, maybe receive as a present. You need to obtain permission to do that, is the example sentence. You need to obtain permission to do that. Anonymity is tokumei, anonymity. Anonymous is tokumei na. Tokumei teki? I think it's tokumei na, I'm not really sure. But anyway, anonymous is the keiyoshi. You better check that. Okay. Tokumei o jouken ni hirakasu? Hirakasu maybe? Anyway, reveal on condition of anonymity. To reveal something on condition of anonymity is the very common set phrase. Sometimes a reporter is getting information for their story, but they don't tell you where they got the information because their source said, I'll tell you, but don't tell anyone my name. So I'll tell you on condition of anonymity. Number 9, to tighten is to make strict or become strict. A very good idiom to this is we've got to tighten our belts, which says here, kenyaku shinakereba naranai ne. So basically, it's another way to say setsuyaku suru. Other expressions are to cut corners and to pinch pennies. The word outrageous is just another word for crazy. Examples are, it's outrageous. It could be angry, it could be wild. His behavior, another mistake here, his behavior was outrageous. His behavior was outrageous. Somebody's perspective is their point of view. The way they see something, their opinion. What's your perspective about, or what's your perspective on? Usually on is better. What's your perspective on? Perspective also means from what angle do you see something. Your view. To boast is to brag or jiman suru. He's always boasting about his family. To eliminate means get rid of. This could mean throw away, like in the garbage can. It could be burn, shobun suru. It could be to fire somebody, like kubi. Kubida, you're fired. 100 employees, 100 jobs were eliminated. It could also mean kill, eliminate somebody. Please remember that eliminate is usually transitive, tadoshi, which means it needs a mokutekigo. I eliminated something. Finish is intransitive, jidoshi. I finished. Okay. Sometimes conversationally you do see the expression to finish somebody as an active tadoshi expression. I'm gonna finish you, kind of a threat, kind of an odoshi or ikaku, but not that common. Well, it's common in rough conversation. To verbally reprimand someone, tadoshi, is to scold or shikaru. Shikaru. To decline is to say no thanks. Many students ask me what's the difference between decline, refuse, and reject. Decline is usually when someone invites you to do something, right? Or offers you something like, would you like to come to dinner with me? And say, I declined her invitation. Refuse is like mayday ni taisuru. If someone says, do this, you say, no, I won't. I refuse. I refuse to. You can also say, I refuse to do what he said. I refused to follow his directions. I refused to believe what he said. Reject is like push away. Reject. If you get a transplant, if you get a monkey heart, your body will reject it. Reject is also can be used towards gift. Like if someone gives you a gift, you reject the gift. Examples are, my application was rejected, and she rejected my love. The last word we're going to concentrate on is to grill somebody, to interrogate. Jinmon suru. The police grilled him for 4 hours. Right? You can also say, so jinmon suru, right? You can also say, he's in the hot seat. He is in the hot seat. He's in big trouble. Alright, that's all for now. Thank you for watching. Study hard, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye-bye.